Hey, I'm Tristan Gutner from Tristan Gutner Coaching. In this video, we're going to look at the following question. What problem are you solving for others? In my opinion, this is one of the most important questions you can really be asking yourself as a business owner, as a leader, as someone who is dedicated to taking the lives of others forward. What problem are you solving for others? And we're going to go a little meta for a second because I think it's really important when we're trying to understand business concepts, when we're trying to understand concepts and how they apply to our lives. I think it's really helpful to look at how certain principles function outside of the realm of business or outside of the realm of personal development, to depersonalize them and to see that these principles that we're talking about exist everywhere. They are a fundamental truth of the world that we walk around in. So, first, I want to help you guys look at this. Come from a place of service in your business. It's so important. I'm going to say it again. Come from a place of service in your business. You are here to help others, period. Life supports that which supports life. So, to go meta for a second, if you have the capacity as you're watching this video, take a moment and look outside your window if you can see nature anywhere, trees, bushes, animals, plants. When you go into nature, to a pristine piece of nature that humans haven't messed around with, one of the things you'll notice is that life is supported to thrive and to expand. It's the fundamental nature of the universe. We live in a universe that is infinitely expanding all the time in every direction. When you go into a forest, it's the same thing. Life is serving life. Even in death, let's say a tree dies and falls over in the forest. As it decomposes and its body is recycled, its body feeds life all around it. So even in death, life serves life. It's the same thing for us as humans, and it's the same thing for our businesses. Our businesses are designed to serve life. As leaders, we are designed to serve life and to take life forward and to help life expand. So, life supports that which supports life, most easily, most readily, most availably. In my opinion, too many businesses are dedicated to getting ahead, to meeting their bottom line, rather than really taking care of others. So with most businesses, you'll see the front-facing part of the business and their mission statement, or however they market, it's going to be about helping people. But a lot of businesses, when you get sort of come in the back door and you get to see what's going on under the surface in the place that is not public-facing, most of it is just about getting ahead. Most of it is about meeting their bottom line, not actually very focused on helping other people. So that's okay. There's no problem. We all got to meet our bottom lines and we all deserve to thrive and have a surplus financially and otherwise. So there's no problem with that. What I'm saying is this, though. The more dedicated you are to serving others, the easier it is to make the money you want to make, to grow your business, and to have the impact you want to have. So continue to focus on how you are serving others. Check in with that part of yourself every day. Anytime you go to make a business decision, how is this going to help me serve others? This will connect you back into your why, and it will help you see a way forward in many challenging situations. And it will not only help you see a way forward, it will help you see the way forward that is most beneficial to you, to your business, and to everybody you serve. So it creates a win-win-win every single time. And that's the way you're going to feel best as a business owner and leader. And it's certainly the way that your clients, the marketplace, your audience is going to feel best. So the incoming, meaning what is coming towards you in your life and your business, will always match or be equivalent to the outgoing, that which is going out from you. So on a personal level, this looks like the following. The types of thoughts and feelings that inhabit your mind and your body most often are what is continuously going out from you into the world. Even if you never speak them, you know what it's like to walk down a sidewalk and just feel somebody's vibe. You can feel when someone's in a really negative space. It's palpable. It radiates out from them. You can also feel when someone's in a really positive space. It radiates out from them. So whatever it is that is radiating out from us, that is connected to the thoughts that we're thinking and the feelings we are feeling associated with those thoughts, that outgoing will be equivalent to the incoming. So if we are connected to our service, if top of mind is always, how can I best serve the people that I'm here to serve? How can I do this most effectively, most efficiently, get the best results for those that I'm here to help? If that is the predominant feeling within you, if that is what is radiating through you and out of you in all moments, or most moments, you will receive in kind. You will make yourself more available to receive both financial opportunities, but service opportunities as well. So the incoming, what is coming into you and your business, or towards you and your business, is always going to be equivalent to the outgoing, the thoughts you're thinking and the feelings you're feeling about yourself, about your business, and about helping other people. So you want to be hyper-focused just on helping. If you deliver at the highest level, you will gain in return, always. So come from a place of service. Etch that into your memory. Make it your mantra for today. Am I coming from a place of service? How can I come from the highest place of service? What is it that people need from me, and how can I help? Those kind of thoughts, make that your consistent internal dialogue as you are running your business, and it will do wonders for you. So, what problem are you solving for others? This is going to be the backbone of your why. It's going to be the backbone of your service. It's going to be the backbone of any product that you create. So it sounds obvious to both ask this question and to certainly know the answer to it. I have found in every business I've ever had the pleasure of supporting, I have found that this is something that is really overlooked. Again, it's very easy to go, yeah, our product or our service helps people do this, this, and this, and this, without really taking the time to think a little deeper, to get a little deeper under the surface for that question. So when I first started my coaching business many years ago, I remember talking to a coach who'd been doing it a really long time, and they were like, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I sort of help people. I had a very vague answer. I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something to the effect of like, I help people get over their limiting beliefs and sort of like raise the ceiling in their life, something pretty vague. And the coach looked at me and they're like, what are you talking about? What does that even mean? What problem is that solving for someone? And I sort of started to say the same thing again. They're like, stop. You're telling me like how you do what you do, but you're not telling me what you do. You're not telling me the problem you solve for someone else. And it really got me thinking. So the problem you solve for someone else has to be really clear. In my case, it wasn't. And my business reflected it. When I started to get clear on that and be able to explain it really clearly to others, my business started to change really quickly. When I was able to say I help people catapult their income and their impact in their business as leaders, people go, oh, great. I would like to expand my impact, and I would love to catapult my income. That sounds fantastic. So it is solving the problem for them of how to reach more people more effectively and to generate wealth for themselves and others as they do it. So it sounds like an obvious question. What problem do you solve for others? But it's not as obvious as we might think. So the first idea here is this: you need to understand how to speak your client's language, or speak the language of the marketplace that you're serving. There's a very old adage that a lot of people use, I think, pretty manipulatively, but I think there's some real truth in it, which is you sell them what they want and you give them what they need. So I want to be clear, we're not going to use this manipulatively at all. This is not about like a bait and switch in any way, shape, or form. What it means is this, though. You might know that your service helps save marriages. And you might know that the way that your service does that is to help each of the parties involved understand their childhood trauma that they're bringing to the relationship, for instance. However, if someone comes to you for help, you're not going to say, well, we look at childhood trauma and understand how it affects our position in a relationship and how we project onto others. You're going to say something like, I help create happy marriages for couples. I help take an unhappy marriage and make it happy. That's the problem solved. So you have to understand how to speak the language of your marketplace or your client. This is where that adage comes in. You sell them what they want, but you give them what they need. So selling them what they want part is speaking the language that your clients or your marketplace speak. Talk to the problem as they understand it, not as you as the expert understand it. Again, if you go to a mechanic, the mechanic might say, okay, you have a cracked axle, we need to fix it so your car can drive straight. The mechanic is probably not going to tell you in much more technical or mechanical terms what a cracked axle means in relationship to how it connects to the chassis and everything else. That's not information you need, and it's probably not a language you really speak. They are putting it in the simplest, clearest terms so you can understand the problem and then how to solve it. So selling them what they want is saying you have this problem, and then giving them what they need is you as the expert providing a real life solution to that problem. So this really, really requires you to understand how your clients or your marketplace thinks about these things and languages them. You can use the example I gave earlier when I first started my business. I was talking about what I understand under the surface affects how people relate to themselves and their businesses. My clients weren't coming to me saying, I have some limiting beliefs and I think they're creating a pretty hard ceiling in my life and my business. They were going, I'm not making the money I want to make. My relationship stinks right now. I don't feel good about myself. Something very simple like that. So when I started to be able to say, I'm going to help you make more money. I'm going to help you be paid to be you. I'm going to help you feel good no matter what's going on in your life. That's when I saw the light bulb go on for them and go, okay, I relate to that. That's the language that I think about. They're not thinking about limiting beliefs or putting a hard cap on their life. That's how I was thinking about it. So when I did enough research and asked people what they were really struggling with, then I was able to understand the language that they speak in. I was able to deliver the support in the language they speak in. So it's imperative that you, while you recognize your own expertise, you're willing to step out of that and step out of the way that you think about it and enter the world of your clients or your marketplace and go, how are people thinking about this? When my ideal client is on the phone with their best friend, what are they saying? What's the languaging they're using? How do they understand what's going on? So this is all, again, under the umbrella of understanding what problem you're solving for others. Often we put it in the language of how we solve the problem, but what's typically much more effective and impactful for someone is just for you to be able to explain or speak to the problem that they're experiencing even more clearly than they can sometimes. So it begs the question, what's required of you to be able to speak to their problems really clearly? This is what's most important here. Stay open and be a good student. Meaning this, even though you're going to be the expert, you're going to be the leader or the business owner who's coming to solve this problem as the expert who knows how to, you have to be a good student, meaning you have to continuously be open to learning. If you shut off and you say, I know how to solve this, that's it, this is the way I do it, you're going to lose touch with your ideal clients, you're going to lose touch with the marketplace. You have to continuously lean in and understand how people's perception of themselves and their own problems are evolving, so you can speak to them on the language and at the level that they understand it. So you have to be open to learning about two things, really: how your clients understand their problems, and then how best to solve that problem. So even though you've already gained a certain level of mastery or expertise in your business or as a leader, you have to be a good student. You have to continuously be willing to learn and evolve your understanding of what's going on for someone in the language they speak about their problems with. And then secondarily, you have to be continuously evolving your skill set. A lot of businesses or business owners really shoot themselves in the foot because they attain a certain level of expertise or mastery, and they want to be able to stop there. Okay, I learned what I need to. That's it. Now I just get to go help people. But life is always evolving. People's challenges are always evolving. People's challenges are always changing. So you have to be willing to continuously learn, to continuously educate yourself. That's one of the core principles of my business is I'm always educating myself. Always going to learn from people who have more experience than myself, who have dealt with more than myself. I'm always bringing people into my corner who can help me see my own blind spots more clearly so I can go serve. The second, as a business owner or a leader, that we stop growing or that we think we don't need to grow because we've learned what we need to, we're dead in the water because life and the marketplace is evolving around us all the time. So in order to understand the problem you're solving for others, you have to continually become or continually remain a good student, remain open to learning about how your ideal client or market or audience is talking about their problems, and continuously learn how you can solve them at higher and higher and higher levels. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Again, I'm Tristan Gutner. I'll be back soon with another video. See you guys soon.